Cy Wakeman, reality-based leadership, ditch the drama, restore sanity to the workplace, and turn excuses into results. In reality-based leadership, ditch the drama, restore sanity to the workplace, and turn excuses into results. Author Cy Wakeman offers novel insights into how we often sabotage our own success through self-constructed narratives. This book summary will guide you in recognizing how your personal beliefs and stories affect your work life, and will teach you the importance of personal accountability and fact-based decision-making. You will learn techniques to deal with workplace drama and emotions, and strategies to develop effective leadership skills that inspire productivity and growth.
The power of reality-based leadership. In Reality-Based Leadership, author Cy Wakeman highlights how people often create their own stories and illusions in the workplace, leading to productivity drains and limited potential. Many individuals construct narratives that revolve around their victimhood or negative experiences, excuses for not taking responsibility. Wakeman advocates for personal accountability in implementing decisions with excellence, valuing action over opinion. Instead of being reactive to what they perceive as unfair promotions or unappreciative coworkers, Wakeman advises employees to assess situations objectively and refrain from attributing motives to others. Overly listening to employee complaints can perpetuate a learned helplessness mindset. By focusing on working on people rather than the business, leaders can foster a culture of personal accountability that ultimately leads to greater happiness and success. Happiness comes not from seeking perfection but from taking ownership of one's life. By embracing a reality-based approach, individuals can discard limiting beliefs and reach their full potential. Don't argue with reality. Our stories may hinder productivity, and it's crucial to identify the supporting facts before concluding. By relying on a narrative that lacks evidence, we risk missing out on actionable solutions. In the fast-paced society we live in, it is easy to believe the first interpretation of events that come to mind. However, as the book argues, our initial instinct may not reflect reality. Stories brewed up in our minds often have catastrophic implications, and we can hold ourselves and others back by believing in them. The snippet points out how sales offices can forget to include crucial details in orders, a seemingly common issue. The story one tells oneself when processing this mistake can have different outcomes. Instead of concluding that the salespeople are incompetent, questioning the facts may lead to constructive problem solving. The book prompts the reader to list the known events, facts, and figures before initiating alarmist narratives. This may contribute to a positive culture in the workplace that encourages proactivity instead of blame. Ultimately, it's about focusing on the facts, and by doing so, reducing unnecessary stress, tension, and gaining positive outcomes. Creating your own reality. Your attitude shapes your experience, and everyone creates their own reality. Ego and a desire to be right can impede progress and success. In this book, the author explores how our attitudes shape our experiences in the world. If we are in a hurry and are abrupt with others, we will likely perceive them as grumpy or unhelpful. On the other hand, if we smile, we are more likely to perceive friendliness in others. The author argues that everyone participates in the creation of their own reality, and what we perceive to be missing in a situation might be what we need to provide. The book also delves into the difference between ego and confidence. The ego mediates our perception of reality and desires, and often craves drama and attention. A humble and open-minded approach is necessary to recognize when our egos are driving our decisions and actions, especially when we think we are being entirely unselfish. The author encourages readers to let go of the need to be right and focus on making decisions based on facts without emotional charge. Additionally, the author emphasizes that modeling the behavior we want to see is crucial in shaping the world around us. If we see others as uncommunicative or hostile, we may withhold communication or respond with hostility, perpetuating negativity. Instead, it is essential to think the best of others and keep an open mind. The book concludes by suggesting that successful companies remain open, flexible, and always learning, making them fun places to work. The author invites readers to shed their egos, embrace humility, and focus on growth and progress rather than approval seeking. Ultimately, the book argues that we all have the power to create our own reality by shaping our attitudes and actions. Leading versus managing. A true leader empowers and develops their team's autonomy and confidence to achieve success. In contrast, a manager's focus on putting out fires means they struggle to see the big picture. Leaders minimize drama by enabling employees to separate their emotions from facts. They coach team members, avoiding getting caught up in two conflicting stories. By doing so, they become the go-to person who asks questions that shed light on the decision-making process. Good leaders build their team's confidence, which results in greater competence and success. Emotional blackmail and the importance of leadership. Emotional blackmail is a tactic used to manipulate others through their insecurities. To counter this, it's essential to focus on productive dialogue and avoid taking the bait. Instead, use neutral statements and ask questions to steer the conversation. According to the author, drama in the workplace results from a lack of clear leadership. Surveys can contribute to this by allowing employees to shift blame from themselves to external factors. To assess accountability and motivation, ask workers to make one request and 3 things they'll do to accomplish it. By doing so, leaders can help employees take ownership of their circumstances while also encouraging them to find solutions to challenges. Embrace reality. As a leader, it's crucial to focus on team members who are driven to improve and contribute to the overall goals of the company. Not every employee adds comparable value, so treating everyone equally is unrealistic. Holding back subpar performers does both them and the company a disservice. Objective standards should be set high, and employees should be held accountable. Reward those who achieve and let go of those who aren't a good fit. Reality should be embraced, otherwise, precious resources of time and energy will be wasted. 20% of employees are self-starters, 20% resist progress, and the other 60% are in maintenance mode. Improving workplace productivity. To improve productivity, reward high-performing employees, and avoid wasting energy trying to turn around underperforming employees. By acknowledging your role in creating difficult employees and holding them accountable for their performance, you can establish a forum that encourages better behavior. This approach ensures that top-performing employees continue to add value to the business, while underperformers are let go without causing shock. Avoid giving everyone an equal say in decision-making, as this gives veto power to the majority. Instead, play favorites by rewarding those who add value to the business. Embracing change in the workplace. In the book, Reality-Based Leadership, workplace changes are inevitable, and it is essential to react to them with flexibility. Surprises during changes can lead to panic, so communication with employees is crucial. Leaders must focus on success, choosing to capitalize on new opportunities and see change as a chance for learning. To minimize risks, it is essential to gather employees and ask for their concerns. Prioritize these risks and brainstorm solutions to manage them. It is crucial to work on the high and medium risks first, building confidence and competence that will help to succeed. In high-pressure situations, leaders should avoid lying to their employees and reacting to anger with anything other than a neutral response. By building flexibility into teams and planning ahead for crises, leaders can create a more ready team that can handle change. Overcoming workplace beliefs. The book challenges common workplace beliefs and suggests that they may hinder personal and team success. It advises managers to let go of the idea that all employee opinions carry equal value and instead encourage loyalty through staff execution of decisions. Personal accountability is also stressed, with an emphasis on each person taking responsibility for their contributions to team efforts. Additionally, the book encourages managers to provide a compelling vision for the future, delegate tasks, and encourage staff development. The book suggests that clarity emerges from action and that waiting for clarity can be detrimental. The most productive question a team can ask is, "How can I help?" By embracing these principles, businesses can develop personally accountable and trustworthy employees who can lead to greater profits.
In conclusion, reality-based leadership invites readers to challenge self-limiting beliefs that are reinforced by workplace drama, emotional blackmail, and ego-driven behavior. By practicing personal accountability, you can move away from victimhood narratives and see situations for what they truly are. Embracing fact-based decision-making, engaging in open dialogue, and focusing on empowering yourself and your employees are vital steps in creating a thriving work culture. Remember, strong leadership involves effective delegation, fostering autonomy, and inspiring action. So step into your role as a reality-based leader and watch your organization flourish.